Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2002 ECE paper, and this question is related to analog circuits. Look at the circuit diagram given. It is common source FET amplifier. So for that one, the voltage gain AV, V0 by Vs, V0 by Vs of the JFET amplifier shown in the figure is, if IDSS is 10 milliamperes, Vp is minus 5 volts. Assume C1, C2, Cs are very large. So we are going to calculate what is the voltage gain of given circuit, whether it is plus 16, minus 16, plus 8, minus 6. Okay. So voltage gain is going to be related to small signal model, small signal analysis. For small signal analysis, two important things to be considered is nothing but DC voltage source will be treated as grounded or zero, and all external capacitors are act as short circuits. For AC analysis, okay, remember this one. For AC analysis generally we will calculate to know voltage gain, current gain, input impedance, output impedance, bandwidth. So to calculate these parameters, we will go for the AC analysis. Whenever you are going for the AC analysis, by that time you must take care of this one, DC voltage source. Okay, here it is VDD should be considered as 0. That is nothing but DC voltage source should be grounded. Second one is nothing but all external capacitors. These external capacitors are generally microfarad capacitors. So all external capacitors act as short circuits. Capacitors are shorted. So these are the two things to be considered. Why DC power supply should be treated as 0 volts? Because we are going for the AC analysis where we are applying a small signal. That small signal has small variations. We are going to calculate what are the output variations for the given input variations. So how the output is going to be producing the variations for the given input variations. If you observe the VDD is a DC power supply which is a constant value. Even though you are applying the input signal or not, this DC power supply doesn't respond for the input variations because it's a DC voltage source which is constant. So it is independent of input variations. Independent of input variations is nothing but we are only considering the variations in the circuit. So variations in the DC power supply is 0. No variations, that implies nothing but 0. So for AC equivalent we are going with VDD as 0 volts. The variations in VDD, simply it is VDD, we are making it as 0 volts is nothing but here we are concentrating on the variations in power supply is 0, so that will be treated as grounded. The other way also you can think. This circuit, if you are looking at, it is applied with two voltage sources. One is DC voltage source, the other is AC voltage source Vs. So whenever any circuit is supplied with two or more sources, by that time to calculate overall response, we will use superposition theorem. According to superposition theorem, the overall response of the circuit is response due to individual input sources. Whenever you are considering individual input source one at a time, at that time all other sources must be neglected. That is, if they are voltage sources, they will be shorted. If they are current sources, they will be get open circuited. So based on that one, whenever you are considering AC analysis, that implies nothing but you are considering the AC signal source. As you are considering AC signal source, DC source is going to be treated as other sources, that has to be neglected. Since it is a voltage source, it will be shorted. So in this way also you can think. So VDD has to be grounded and external capacitors are going to be replaced with short circuit. And third one is nothing but replace the symbol of FET. Okay, this is JFET. Symbol of this JFET is going to be replaced with its small signal equivalent, replaced with its equivalent circuit. Equivalent circuit is nothing but small signal equivalent. So that is what first step is nothing but we will go with a symbol. Okay, later this symbol is replaced and VDD is going to be treated as grounded and all capacitors are act as short circuit. This is shorted, this is also shorted. So whenever this CS is shorted, at the time effect of RS is neglected. For AC analysis, effect of RS is neglected. So simply this source is going to be directly connected to ground and gate is directly connected to VS because of C2 is shorting, and drain is going to be connected to RD, that is also connected to V0. So this is what the source, drain and gate. This is symbol of JFET with its terminals. Now source is connected to ground directly, okay, and gate is connected with, this is gate is connected with RG, a resistor, as well as the capacitor is shorted. This capacitor is shorted so that it is connected directly with VS. So this is what we are expecting, VS, and drain is going to be connected with RD and RD other end is connected to ground, so that this is what we are going with, RD. And V0 is nothing but from drain to ground. So this is V0 voltage and drain current is flowing in this way. This is what drain current. Okay, so this is equivalent circuit whenever you are considering the first 2 points. VDD is 0 and external capacitors are shorted. Next, replace this circuit with small signal model. Small signal model is nothing but this circle, that is the symbol of JFET, has to be replaced with equivalent model. This is the equivalent model for the JFET. Small signal equivalent model of JFET. Since it is not indicated in the question, that one internal drain resistance is not indicated, so that we are going with only current source in the output side. This is going to be treated as GMVGS. This is gate and it is drain. This is source. This is source. Okay, so source will be connected, source and source, VGS is going to be connected. It is also source, so you can write it as VGS plus minus. Now this is what the equivalent circuit for the symbol. Now add the extra components, add the circuit components which are connected to the symbol. Now starting with gate, gate is connected with a resistor RG. So gate is connected with a resistor RG towards source, and source is going to be grounded. So this is what RG, and resistor voltage source VS is directly connected with RG. So this is what the gate side circuit. And at drain side, this is VS. Drain side, it is connected with RD. So this is what RD, and voltage drop across this one is nothing but RD. Current flowing through this one is nothing but ID. So V0 can be written as minus ID times of RD. Okay, and ID is nothing but GMVGS, that is nothing but minus GMVGS into RD. ID value is nothing but same as this current source. Okay, so GMVGS is nothing but ID. You are replacing ID with GMVGS, and this is what V0 is equal to. Now you can write V0 is equal to we can write it as V0 is equal to minus GM into RD. I am writing it. VGS, the value of VGS, if you observe, VGS is from gate to source, and that is the voltage drop across RG, which is same as the voltage what you are applying across RG. So you can write VGS from this one VS, because all are in parallel. In parallel voltages are same, so VGS can be replaced with VS. So this is what VS. Now voltage gain can be defined as V0 divided by VS, which is nothing but minus GM into RD. This is what the voltage gain required. Okay, so voltage gain required is nothing but AV, which is V0 divided by VS, which is minus Gm into Rd. We don't know the value of Gm, that we have to calculate. Gm into Rd value is nothing but 3 kilo ohms. So if you are able to calculate Gm at that time, you can calculate voltage gain. Okay. So to calculate Gm, we have to go Gm value. We know that one equation of Gm. Gm equation is nothing but 2 IDSS divided by Vp multiplied by 1 minus VGS divided by Vp. So VGS is nothing but gate to source voltage under DC conditions. So Gm value is, Gm is nothing but transconductance of JFET. The transconductance of JFET is defined as 2 times of IDSS by Vp multiplied by 1 minus VGS by Vp. So we have to calculate VGS because IDSS is given in the question. IDSS, whose value is 10 milliamperes, Vp pinch of voltage, which is given as minus 5 volts. Okay, so the rest of the thing we require is VGS. So calculate VGS using DC analysis, because this VGS is DC value. So using DC analysis, calculate VGS. For DC analysis, the thing is nothing but, for DC analysis, capacitors act as short circuit. For DC analysis, all capacitors C1, C2 and Cs, capacitors acts as open circuit. By that time, the equivalent circuit is going to be looking like this. If the capacitors are going to be acting as open circuit, by that time this is DC equivalent, VDD, and it is RD. This is what RS and RG. So this is what you are going with. Okay, so this is VGS plus minus and it is RG, and there is no current is coming as this capacitor is going to be open circuit. So whatever the current flowing through the gate, that is also flowing through RG. So current flowing through RG is same as current flowing through gate. So Ig, let us assume Ig is going to be the gate current. The same Ig is also flows through this RG. Current flowing through RG is same as current flowing through the gate terminal, because this capacitor is act as open circuit. By that time, whatever the current is flowing in this direction. Okay, this is what Ig. So now apply KVL across inner loop, this loop. By that time you can write KVL at gate source loop. From this one you can write it as minus Ig times of Rg minus VGS minus Id into Rs is equal to 0. This is what the current flowing through Rs is same as drain current. Same current flows in drain and source, so that current flowing through this Rs is also drain current. So Ig is equal to always 0, because for JFET to be act as amplifier, input junction, that is gate source junction, must be always reverse bias. Always gate source junction is reverse bias. Because of that one, gate current is 0 ideally. So this Ig Rg term will become 0. Now from this one you can write it as VGS is equal to minus Id times of Rs. And we know the drain current equation, Id is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS by Vp whole square. From this one you can write it as IDSS is nothing but 10 milliamperes multiplied by 1 minus VGS. VGS is nothing but minus Id times of Rs divided by minus 5. This minus minus get cancels, whole square. So now this equation is going to be consisting of only Id terms, and if you simplify this equation you are going to get this one. In terms of Id you will get an equation 2.5 times of Id square minus 11 Id plus 10. You will get this equation after simplifying, and by using quadratic equation minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, you can calculate ID values. ID values are going to be getting it as 1.28 milliamperes and 3.12 milliamperes. Out of these two values, which value you have to choose? Okay, for that one calculate VGS. VGS is equal to minus ID times of RS. Minus ID times of RS. RS is nothing but 2.5 kilo ohms. 2.5 K. So if you go with VGS with 3.12 at that time it will become minus something as 7.5. You will get 7 point, okay, 7.7, like this you will get 7.7 volts, which is greater than VP, but voltage across gate to source always lesser than, in magnitude lesser than VP, or at most it will be equal to pinch off voltage. So this condition doesn't exist. So this condition never occurs. Always the VGS value in magnitude, always it must be lesser than, or it must be equal to VP, but it should not be greater than VP. So we cannot take ID value as 3.12. So if you take 3.12 at that time, you will get VGS as 7.7. By that time VP value is lesser than this value, so this condition is never exist. So this cannot be considered. So the ID value should be taken as 1.28. So with the help of 1.28 and VGS, if you calculate 1.28 into 2.5, okay, 1.28 into minus 1.28 into 2.5 K, this is milliamperes. So this will be around 1.28 into 2.5. The value, if you calculate, it will be 3.2 milliamperes. This will be equal to 3.2 volts, sorry, 3.2 volts. VGS value is minus 3.2 volts. Now substitute in GM. This is GM is equal to 2 IDSS by VP. 2 into IDSS is 10 divided by 5. We are considering only magnitude. Okay, so we are not writing it as minus 5. It will be 5 and 1 minus 3.2 divided by 5. 3.2 by 5 is nothing but 1.8 by 5. So this will be 1.8 divided by 5 into 4. 20 by 5 is nothing but 4. So it will be around 1.44 milliamperes per volt. Milliamperes per volt GM value. So and we know that one gain is nothing but minus GM times of RD. So this you can write it as minus of 1.44 into 3. 1.44 into 3 is nothing but it is around 4.32. So the value is going to be minus 4.32. So minus 4.32 is nothing but it is very near to minus 6. So the right answer for this question is D. GM value is going to be, what we are getting is minus 4.32. It is very near to minus 6. So the right answer for this question is minus 6. D is the right option. Thank you.